Alright, let's get straight into it. KSI somehow finds new ways to look worse every time I think he's hit rock bottom. Let's start with what's been making headlines. His boxing drama. This guy was once laughing at Jake Paul for fighting retired MMA folks, but then he decided to go after a retired footballer named Wayne Briz. Yes, a footballer. Wayne ends up pulling out, allegedly because KSI dug out some ancient gossip from 2009 about Wayne's personal life. It's like KSI wanted to add extra salt to the wound, like Salt Bae. Even Wayne's kids are KSI fans. So imagine a hero publicly embarrassing your dad in front of millions of people in a boxing stage. That's a whole new level of awkward. So Wayne is out and KSI needs a new opponent. Naturally, you'd expect him to pick someone super threatening, right? If you've seen how KSI hypes his boxing skills, you'd think he's the second coming of some legendary fighter like Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali. But guess who he picked next? Dillon Danis. Yep, the same Dillon who got in the ring with Logan Paul and basically turned it into a bizarre circus. One moment, he's throwing water bottles and posting weird pictures. The next, he's not even showing up. Now, folks are saying he just joked to the boxing world, and that is probably being kind. Even then, KSI claims he's excited to fight Dillon Danis, but a lot of us are just rolling our eyes, thinking Dillon will pull the same stunt and bail again, or just do something bizarre like hold KSI in a weird position for the entire fight. What's even more mind-blowing is that it's been something like 7 years since KSI first called out Jake Paul. 7 whole years and counting. So, if you're waiting for KSI versus Jake Paul, you might be in a retirement home before it actually happens. KSI acts like it's all part of his grand golden plan, but it's getting a bit ridiculous. He does a Reddit reaction video laughing at Jake Paul and calling him a clown, but everybody in the comments is laughing at him for choosing these low tier opponents. Some folks are even calling him the Black Jake Paul just to make him more insulting. That's how far the tables have turned. Anyway, KSI keeps telling us he's back in the ring on March 2019, basically saying he gets to shut Dillon Danis up and knock him the F out. But most fans are not holding their breath. They think this fight is going to be as exciting as watching ants build a sandhill. In other words, nobody cares, except maybe the people who want to see a freak show. And that's not even counting all the lawsuit jokes swirling around. Logan Paul is suing Dillon for personal stuff involving his wife, Nina Agdal, and KSI is out here bragging that Dillon won't pull out of this fight because he needs the money. It's also petty, yet so typical. Now, let's move into the next pit of chaos, KSI's crypto scandal. If you missed it, there were allegations that KSI hyped up certain coins, told everyone he was never selling, then turned around and quietly sold them. That is called a pump and dump. CoffeeZilla dug into it, saying KSI's words and his wallet transactions just didn't line up. KSI tried to defend himself, claiming he was clueless and lost a ton of money. But to critics, that sounds a lot like, I messed up big time, but please believe I'm the victim here. Conspiracy lovers jumped on the bandwagon, saying he faked ignorance just so he wouldn't face backlash. Meanwhile, real fans felt betrayed, like they had been tricked by someone they trusted. KSI might have made it worse by dodging questions or calling everyone his haters. If anything, that just poured gasoline on the fire. Next, we have KSI's Thick of It single. Holy smokes. Talk about a bad release that got hundreds and millions of views. He hyped it like it was going to be some legendary track, but once it dropped, people were calling it bland. Memes about how basic it sounded flooded social media. Even some of his longtime fans said it was a huge letdown compared to his older music. And to top it all off, the comment with the most likes under the music video was just roasting him, which had more likes than the video itself. That's when you know things are truly disastrous. KSI jumped onto social media saying he was sick of generational haters, but the meltdown did not stop because the internet just does not quit once it smells blood. Some folks joked that if you watch the music video on mute, it is actually better. But wait, there is more, because KSI and Logan Paul, joined by the legendary Mr. Beast dropped a lunch kit called Lunchly. They claimed it was a healthy twist on Lunchables, except actual dietitians pointed out it might not be that nutritious if you compare the overall calories and the sodium content. Dan TDM came out swinging, basically telling them to stop selling random junk to kids. People on social media echoed this, saying they were just repackaging a meal for a quick money grab. Instead of gracefully accepting the feedback, KSI snapped back like a snapping turtle, saying that people just hate him, Logan and Mr. Beast, for no reason. He pointed to some random examples of other creators doing the same thing, but fans noticed the difference. KSI was pushing it as a healthier, which looks shady if diet pros are saying it's still full of processed stuff. At this point, the controversies are stacking up so high that it's becoming impossible for KSI to keep using the everybody is a hater excuse. You've got the boxing drama, the crypto fiasco, the flop single, and now this lunch kitten nightmare. People are joking that he's speedrunning his own downfall, like he's in a hurry to wreck his own reputation. Could it be that he's doing this on purpose to stay in the news? Some fans believe he's realized that negative press still generates clicks and streams, so maybe he's leaning into it. Others think he just developed a massive ego and can't see how silly he looks. One big theory out there is that teaming up with Logan Paul made him this way. Now, I'm not saying Logan brainwashed KSI, but the moment they launched that prime drink, it felt like KSI's entire vibe shifted. He became more about brand deals, marketing campaigns, and forcing every product he can on his fans. Once upon a time, he was a gamer who loved bantering with his brother Desi or messing around in silly skits. Now, he's juggling lawsuits, shady business moves, and meltdown tweets. Maybe the presser got to him, or maybe this is who he was all along. Fans who used to adore him are now calling him out left and right. Reddit is a war zone of KSI memes and roasts, calling him out for hypocrisy. You see people saying he used to be chill, now he's more money hungry than Logan, or he used to mock Jake Paul, but now he's basically the black version of him, and the same. The question is whether KSI will ever address these issues in a real way. Will he ever go, alright, I messed up, let me fix this, or will he just keep doubling down until fans completely walk away? And let's not forget the biggest unresolved drama, Jake Paul versus KSI. It's the fight people have been talking about for almost a decade now. Every time it's close to happening, KSI picks a random opponent, like a retired footballer or a washed up MMA guy, and claims that nobody else would fight him. Meanwhile, Jake Paul is challenging bigger names even if some fights fall through. The difference is that Jake's stepping in the ring with a real chance he might lose, whereas KSI seems to be playing it extra safe. Some folks even say KSI is deliberately stalling, hoping Jake's hype fades. But the longer he waits, the more it looks like he's scared. 7 years is a long time to be calling out someone, yet never actually fighting them. So here we are, watching KSI's empire look shakier every day. From the outside, it seems like a mix of bad decisions, a swollen ego, and a refusal to admit mistakes. He's turning into the exact person he used to criticize. The KSI fans knew from 2009 it's almost unrecognizable. Back then, he was all about having fun and making goofy videos. Now, he's more about dodging accountability and making excuses. Sure, he still has a massive following, and there are people who'll defend him no matter what. But the tide is changing quickly. More and more fans are getting tired of the drama, and you can see it in the comment sections all over YouTube, Twitter, and Reddit. So, is KSI finished? Probably not. He's got enough influence and clout to survive for a while, but if he keeps pushing fans away, he might find himself in a Logan Paul 2018 style hole, fighting desperately to rebrand while everyone keeps reminding him of his past. Maybe KSI can still turn things around, but if he keeps playing the same game, picking weak boxing opponents, ignoring legit criticism, blaming haters, scamming fans with suspicious crypto coins, and selling questionable products, well then, this meltdown might just get worse, and the rest of us will be here with popcorn, watching to see if he ever realizes what's happening before it's too late. That is about all I have to say on this KSI saga. Let me know if you think he can bounce back, or if you're all witnessing a slow motion train wreck that'll keep piling up controversies. Either way, it's pretty wild that one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet is creating so much drama for himself. Let's hope, for his sake, that he figures out a plan which doesn't involve calling everyone a hater and selling another shady product, because right now it's not looking too good. See you in the next video. Peace!